Algebra 1, Section 3.6, we're dealing with arithmetic sequences. So basically, they're patterns that happen by adding a certain number each time. So an arithmetic sequence moves in a pattern, but it deals with addition, okay? So it doesn't mean you subtract, it doesn't mean that you multiply each number by anything or divide. You either add or add a negative, basically subtract. So, to determine if it's an arithmetic sequence, let's find the next three numbers. So, first I have to determine if it's an arithmetic sequence. So basically, in order to go from 9 to 13, I have to add 4. From 13 to 17, I add 4. 17 to 21, I add 4. Yes. So yes, it's an arithmetic sequence. So now I can find the next three numbers, So 21 plus 4 is 25, and then I'm going to add 4, which is 29, and then I'm going to add 4, which is 33. Okay? Now this is not going by 4s because 9, okay, and, there's no way I can add 4 starting from 0 and get 9. So there's a starting number, and from there, the arithmetic sequence happens. The next one is 10, 8, 5, 1. This is going by subtracting 2. This is subtracting 3, and this is subtracting 4. Now in this case, it's not going by the same number. So this is not an arithmetic sequence. Okay? Because it has to be going by the same time each time. So, by using this equation on here, I don't have to do every single one. I can find any number. So for example, it wants me to find the 16th term of this. I could go here and keep going and keep going and keep going until I find the 16th term. But what if they say the 64th? Do you really want to do all that work? Okay? So this equation allows me to bypass that by just plugging in certain information. So let me tell you what information it's looking for. This is a to the n. So this is the term I'm looking for. My n is 16 because that's what I'm looking for, the 16th term. So it's a to the 16th. Okay? This is my first term, what number it starts with. This is my A1, first term, so it equals 4, okay? Plus my n again, my n is 16 minus 1, d is my common difference. This is my pattern. So I have to find my pattern. 4 to 8, I add 4. 8 to 12, I add 4. And 12 to 16, I add 4. Now this is the same pattern, but it's not the same starting number. That's why the numbers are different. So on my D, I'm going to multiply by 4. So this is the equation I plug in. The only number I don't need to change is minus 1. Now please pay attention. Just like we were dealing with f of x, a to the 16th, I don't have to do anything to do it. This is just telling me what term I'm looking for. Okay, so don't try to divide by 16 or separate a 16th. This is just telling me my term. So now I just do the math. I do 4, I'm going to do the parentheses first, plus 16 minus 5 is 15 times 4. So this is 4 plus 60. So my answer is 64. So basically, if I keep going by 4s, I'm going to be at, the 16th term on there is going to be 64. All right? So go ahead and write this down. I have one more board. All right, so the B says the 25th term, A1 equals negative 5, D is -2. Now this gives you all the terms without giving you the sequence. So basically, it's going by -2's and it starts at -5, and we're trying to find the 25th term. So look back to the equation that you had. So we had a of n, a to the 25th, that's the term we're looking for, minus 5, because it's a1, the first term, plus our term n, 25, minus 1 times d. Okay? So parentheses first, so plus 25 is 24 minus 2. So this is -5 minus, because this negative makes the whole, this negative, this positive makes a negative, 48. So -5 minus 48 is -53. So this is telling me that if I start at -5 and I go negative and I subtract 2 every time, I'm going to end up at -53 by the 25th term. Right? The last question is a word problem. So don't get scared. Let's just figure this out. It says about a bag of cat food weighs 18 pounds at the beginning of day 1. Each day the cats are fed 0.5 pounds of food. How much does the bag of cat food weigh at day 30? So we're using the same equation, but this time we're going to try to identify which equation is which. Why is this important? Why is it important for us to figure out a bag of cat food at the end of day 30? Well, if money is tight, which unless you're a multimillionaire, money might be an important thing, you might want to know on day 30, will there still be enough cat food? Or do I have to put that into my plans for finances? Now, it doesn't have to be cat food. You might not like cats. I am allergic to them. But you can do this with anything to see how long it's going to last if we eat this much every day, or if we take away this much every day, will there be any left? So, let's identify. A bag of cat food weighs 18 pounds at the beginning. So, my A1 is saying that I start at 18 pounds. Each day, the cats are fed 0.5 pounds of food. So that means, starting at 18, I decrease 0.5. So my pattern, my common difference, is 0.5, but because I'm decreasing, it's going to be -0.5. And then I want to find out, so my n, when is this at day 30? And that's all the information I need to know. So I'm going to plug it into my equation. I'm looking for term 30. And I know I start at 18. And I'm going to add n, which is 30 minus 1, times my common difference, which is -0.5. Okay? I'm going to do 18. Do the parentheses first. So 30 minus 1 is 29 times -0.5. It will give me 18 plus -14.5. This is the same thing as me saying 18 minus 14.5. So remember, this is the same. Okay? So you can do plus parentheses -14.5 or 18 minus, because this plus and this negative, they make a negative. And a plus next to each other make a plus, but a negative and a negative make a plus. Okay? So I do 18 minus 4.5, which gives me 3.5 left. 3.5 what? 3.5 pounds of cat food left. Don't forget, when it comes to story problem, you have to label it, or it's just a number. Alright? So that means at the end of 30 days, there's 3.5 pounds left. So you have about, like what, 4 or 5 days left. No, 6, 7 days left before the food runs out, and you have to buy more. Okay? So go ahead and try page 209, numbers 3 and 6, 209, numbers 3 and 6, and I will see you in class.